Hello, and welcome to Introducing Me. I'm your host, Sarah. I started this podcast to get to know other people and lifestyles while discovering more about myself. Each episode, I will give a new guest a chance to discuss their background, culture, interests, or whatever they want to talk about to help increase all of our own worldviews. Today is a little bit different in that I have two guests on the show today. I have John and Mark X Cronin. They're a father-son duo team. They created John's Crazy Socks. It is a great business which has a mission to spread happiness. John has Down syndrome, and with his father, they started this business, and more than half of their employees also have differing abilities, and they do so much good for so many people. So I'm excited to have them share about their lives, their business, and everything that they're doing. So Mark, do you want to start us off and tell us a little bit about what it was like, when John was little and, the growing up process to getting to John telling you he wanted to start a business?
Well, things started with a bang, you might say.
I'm a little peanut.
You were our little peanut. John is the youngest of three boys. He was born in the middle of the night, on a Saturday night, Sunday morning. It turns out my bride controls the universe. She had told me at one point, we had been married for a number of years. We got married young. And she had said, okay, we're going to have children now. It wasn't really a discussion. And she told me we're going to have three children. They will be born 3 years apart, all in the first part of the year. So we had one boy, our eldest, born in January. 3 years later, the second one came out and born in March. And 3 years later, John was born in February. The night he was born, she went into labor. It was about a week early. We were at the movie theater.
What about movies?
I said, okay, we're going. We were watching Dead Man Walking.
Oh, I love that movie.
I said, let's go to the movie. Let's go to the hospital. And she looked at me and she said, we will not. We will enjoy the movie. We have plenty of time. The movie ended. Said, okay, let's go to the hospital. She said, we will not. We will go home. She wanted to take a shower and put a load of laundry in. Because she said, we go to the hospital and they said, your wife is right. I said, well, I know that. This child is not coming till the morning. But as long as we're here, let's put a fetal monitor on. And when they did, at one point, the heart stopped. And they said, oh, maybe it was a mistake. And then it happened again. And then they said, we're going in. We're going to do a C-section. The umbilical cord was wrapped around his throat. John was born. It was nice and easy, or at least easy for me. Put him in my arms, and I bent over him and wept with the joy that only parents, I think, can feel. And a short time later, the covering OB came in and said, I'm very sorry. I have bad news for you. It appears as if your son might have a slight case of Down syndrome.